Hey everybody, another episode of Swarm Talk here as we talk fall scrimmage and fan day. And the biggest part is, what did Jeff Sims look like? All that and more on today's episode. It's Sunday, folks, an episode of Swarm Talk.
Pile in here and make yourself feel at home. The crowded booth is coming on. The Crowded Booth with Bryce Koon.
Hey everybody, happy Sunday. We've got a fantastic episode tonight, this evening, this afternoon, later on in the week, whenever you decide to watch this. And when you do, over on our YouTube channel, The Crowded Booth, make sure to hit the subscribe button, set up notifications, because we have a ton of great opportunities for you to be involved in the show, including what you see below. It looks a little bit different. We still got the banner up above the head presented by Section 103. But welcome to Swarm Talk, the number one Georgia Tech show on the internet. You can call into the show. That's going to be a feature here very soon. Call or text in the show at that number right there. It's going to be a ton of fun as we get ready for the start of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets season. And with that, we had our fall camp is going on. We had our fall scrimmage yesterday. And we had Fan Day. Now, I want to give a shout out real quick because Fan Day was a fantastic experience, I think, for me, just to be able to go and see what it was about. It was really a hands-on experience, people getting to interact with players and coaches, a good time to be on the flats on Saturday. But the biggest thing we want to know, and it's about our quarterback, Jeff Sims. He shows improvement in the scrimmage, but how much? And I want to lay down three factors for you this evening of why I feel like he showed improvement. Now, you've seen a couple of the stats. He was very poised, had good command. But here's three of the things that I think that the biggest changes that I saw in Jeff Sims. The three biggest changes from 2021 Jeff Sims to what we could see in 2022. His ability to throw accurately on the run. His command of the huddle and leadership of the huddle. And then his ability to progress through his reads. Those three right there. That's what I'm hitting on here in today's show. Let's start with number one. The ability to throw on the run. We all know about Jeff Sims' athletic ability to be able to do what he wants outside of the pocket. Now, that is a key attribute. I was joking around with the SID Andrew Clausen, and we said, how many times have we gone back and watched the 50-yard touchdown run against North Carolina that essentially iced the game for the Jackets in Mercedes-Benz last season? And I think it's pretty often that we're seeing that play. But what would Jeff Sims look like if he could continue to do that? But as he makes his way into the pocket, he can accurately throw the ball on the run. Well, that's the Jeff Sims we saw yesterday in the scrimmage. We saw a guy that when the pocket became flush, and listen, it doesn't matter how good your offensive line will that will happen at some point. When the pocket broke down, one, he didn't hesitate to use his legs, but not just to put his head down and run. He was still trying to buy time and find the open receiver. Now, what he did with it, his ability to throw it accurately. Remember, I said that. Accurately make good decisions down the field. Oftentimes, Jeff Sims tried to play hero ball. In the scrimmage, he did not. He made good choices, and he was dotting some guys on the sideline and putting it only where his receivers could go and get it. I think that's the biggest change we've seen in Jeff Sims so far. Now, here's the second thing. The command and leadership of the huddle. And this starts with arguably two of the biggest hires for Jeff Sims. No, not Jeff Collins, but for Jeff Sims. Chris Winkie and Jim Chaney. Every single play as Chip Long is rotating the second team and the first team quarterbacks out there, Jim Chaney is pulling Jeff Sims aside, talking with him through what just happened. Chris Winkie as well is doing that. Chris Winkie can hand it off while he needs to go watch Zach Gibson to a guy like Jim Chaney that has plenty of college football experience at high-level college football and hand it to him and say, you go talk with Jeff Sims while we work with Zach. The ability to be coached has transformed Jeff Sims. You've heard it from players in post-practice press conferences. Let's try that again. Post-practice press conferences. You've heard just that. And I think it speaks volumes about where Jeff Sims is right now. His ability to command the huddle, his comfortability with being able to demand what he needs to out of his teammates. He showed poise in the huddle that I don't know if we've seen. It wasn't a deer in the headlights. There was no uncertainty. There was, this is what we're going to do. And I think that confidence was instilled first by Chip Long. And now with Chris Winkie and Jim Chaney, the support around what he has, I don't think he's had that in his career yet. That is number 2. Now, bullet point number 3 for keeping notes at home, the ability to progress through his reads. Listen, oftentimes as a young quarterback, you can fall in love with a certain target. You can fall in love with a tight end. You can fall in love with that sure-handed receiver. But Jeff Sims did a fantastic job yesterday of spreading the ball around. When you do that, and we've talked a lot about the weapons that Georgia Tech could employ out of the backfield or lined up at wideout or at tight end. When you do that, you make your offense more dangerous. You make it harder for a defense to know who to key on. They can't take one side of the field away. They can't take one player away. If Jeff Sims continues to progress through his reads like he did on Saturday, and yeah, I get it, it's against the own defense. But if he can translate that into the game, the sky is the potential. I've said this since the kid stepped on campus. He has an all ACC potential about him. He may finally have the foundation and the support around him to get there. But those 3 things, his ability to throw accurately on the run, the command of the huddle, and his ability to progress through his reads and know where to go with the football and capitalize on that, and utilizing many different weapons, is why if everything breaks right for Georgia Tech this year, it's going to be in a large part because of number 10 in gold and white and Navy. Jeff Sims really has the potential to take off this season if he can. I talked about it a couple episodes ago. They are going to go offensively where Jeff Sims can take them. And there were some really, really good signs from what we saw on Saturday in the scrimmage. Now, we can talk about defense. That's not what this episode is about. But Jeff Sims' ability to do those 3 things at a high level will make him a game changer and make him a catalyst for the Georgia Tech offense. He had a moxie about him. He had a confidence about him. And it was a quiet swagger that we saw out of Jeff Sims, of this inner confidence that for the first time, maybe he feels comfortable in what he's doing. He feels comfortable in the pieces around him. And look, a lot of times people say that, you got to take the gold-colored glasses off. I'll tell you, I don't own a pair of those. Never have, never will. But if he can do this, he progresses himself into a next tier of quarterback play. I'm going to tell you, it can be really, really exciting to watch. No matter what happens this year, Chip Long's going to take chances, and he's got a heck of a quarterback to do it with. If this marriage works out, if the Chip Long, Jeff Sims, Jim Chaney, Chris Winkie marriage works out, you're talking about a very, very exciting offense that Georgia Tech could employ here in 2022. A lot of things stood out offensively of what they did from fall camp. Fan Day was a fantastic atmosphere, I think. Kudos to the season ticket holders and the fans that made their way to the flats in Bobby Dodd and the practice facility to take part as we are just 3 weeks away from college football. I'm excited. I know you are as well. Hit the subscribe button. If you're a Georgia Tech fan, let us know what you want to hear. What do you want to know? As you know, some of my coverage is over at GoJackets.com with a 24/7 affiliate of Georgia Tech, where we cover them daily in and out, recruiting, all 9 yards. We cover them. But we also do it right here in the Crowded Booth as well. Check out the channel for some other great content as well, Braves content, college football content. We are about to explode as college football is coming soon. We're almost to 700 subscribers. Get us there before the start of college football. My name is Bryce Koon. This has been a very, very short, just a quick little takeaway of what Jeff Sims did at the fall scrimmage last Saturday. Excited to see what this team can do going forward. This has been a fantastic episode. You have a fantastic rest of your Sunday evening, and we'll see you.